Today we find out, or at least start to, whether Donyell Malen is the answer to our striking prayers. We shall hope that he can fill the void and bury the ball in the back of the net on multiple occasions over the course of this season. This will probably be Jean-Kevin Augustin's last year at the club. We'll move him on to bring in Erling Braut Haaland if we qualify for Europe. When we qualify for Europe, let's stipulate it that way, shall we? Oyarzabal and Pulisic both gone to Barcelona. That's arguably the reason why we didn't sign Pulisic. We didn't think we were at a level to be able to entice him to leave Chelsea from their first team. And certainly if Barcelona are a club that are sniffing around him, was never going to choose Leeds, was he? We start with Chelsea, so who they'll play in place of him, I'm not sure. Chelsea and Leicester today as we end the summer transfer window. Donyell Malen and Renato Sanches will make their debuts today, hoping for continued good performances from Atal and hopefully Fikayo Tomori as well. He was at fault for one of Everton's goals yesterday, so we're hoping that he can improve. Donyell Malen will certainly be good for the team. Perfectly. He's what the team needs. He's the perfect replacement for Divock Origi. It's not been the greatest start to the season. I mean, we've played 2 games. Of course we can get back on track. It's 2 of 38. There's a long way to go. Certainly a long way to go. How have Chelsea started their season? They've got 2 wins in the opening 2. Fair play to them. And then Leicester are our next opponents. And they have 2 defeats from the opening 2. So both ends of the spectrum. Well, let's see if we can get something positive at home against Chelsea. We lost at home against Southampton on the opening day. Don't want a repeat of that, thank you very much. The past few times we've played Chelsea, they have played a weaker lineup. But this early on in the season, I expect it to be full strength. Bakayoko, Kante, what's the 3? De La Cruz, Moses and Hudson-Odoi with Joseph Martinez up top. Don't know, it is full strength, you know. Kovacic on the bench, Morata, Rodrigo. Chelsea are a weird one in this save. They just haven't bought well, I don't think. Malacia, forward, looking for Alan Saint-Maximin, but can't get it to him. Reece James driving around the outside. Malacia does really well, but somehow Reece James is able to still get it to De La Cruz. Cross could come in here, blocked by Tomori. Saint-Maximin will keep that in and does so really well. And Malacia can have a trip forward, get it into Malen. Oh, it's a lovely turn. That is exactly what we're after. And the 1-2 with Renato Sanches takes it in his stride well. Support is arriving. Tyler, if he actually paid attention to where the ball was. Yusuf Atal. Great save by Kepa. We'll keep that in with Saint-Maximin. We'll deliver it into the middle. And Connor Cody will head away. Very, very positive start offensively to this game. Yusuf Atal. Great footwork. Finds Tyler Roberts. Looks for Atal again, but a good tackle by Bakayoko. Ensures that Chelsea get possession back. That was very promising. I enjoyed that very much so. Already feeling like we might be able to be much better offensively than we have been in recent times. Not necessarily just at the beginning of this season, because we played well against Southampton yesterday and we're unlucky. That's not a foul. He's just fallen over. We're unlucky to come away with a 1-0 defeat. We'll hope for more of our goal-scoring exploits that we got against Everton, but less of the defensive mistakes than we got against Everton. So far this season we've had 3 shots on target against us and 3 goals conceded. Renato Sanches doing his bit and Atal can get in behind. Oh, is that too close to the defender? Atal still getting away. Yusuf Atal misses the target. Should I have tried to lay that across to Tyler Roberts? Not really. Should I have gone for near post perhaps? Chances are coming though. Goals are on their way. Up we go, please. Oh, come on. Tomori seems rather reluctant to get his head to the ball so far this season. Malen. Renato, just tried to drop the shoulder. That was the sort of run that we saw Jamie Shackleton make against Everton that led to us getting both of our goals. Bakayoko into De La Cruz as Chelsea come on the counter. It's been a competitive game thus far. Nice ball out wide to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Expect him to try and drive in behind, which is what he's done. Cutting the ball back. Here's N'Golo. Oh, it's nicely played. Renato. Don't foul him! Yellow card for Renato Sanches and a penalty given. Swept Kante's feet away there. ball was there for the taking and he just turned at the last minute. N'Golo. Joseph Martinez will step up. Oh, put it into the stands. What a terrible penalty. Oh, wow. That was awful. It was already over the bar well before it even reached where the goal is. That was ridiculous. That's one of the worst penalties we've had against us ever, I think, in FIFA. That was so bad. Daniel Marlon can get in behind here, up against Connor Cody, and he's racing away from their penalty. Can we take a 1-0 lead? Oh, so very close. A debut yellow card for Renato Sanchez, and that far away from a debut goal for Daniel Marlon. 0-0 at half-time. Tyler Roberts is there short. Victor Moses getting stuck in. I'll try and accelerate away from him, though. Ref, thank you. You can stop rolling, though, Tyler. That was a little bit too much. Didn't need that amount of theatrics. A foul. Oh, he goes down as well, and the referee doesn't give a foul on this occasion. Well, where's your consistency, ref? You gave one, but didn't give the other. What on earth? Emerson. Big switch. Nice ball to Reece James. Arrives at speed. Malacia gets a great tackle in, though. And it falls kindly for us going the other way. I'm going to try and drive inside a bit. Tyler Roberts is there in the middle. Tyler gets it down. And Tyler! Oh, draws a good save out of Kepa Arrizabalaga. He was at full stretch. That was flying towards goal. Good replay angle for it here. And yeah, I had to be right at the full stretch. Alan Saint-Maximin to deliver it into the middle. It's decent. Ben White is up. Tomori's there too. This will drop for a towel. Trying to find a teammate. Doucouré, Roberts, Renato, Alan Saint-Maximin. Back into the middle. Oh, it was a dangerous ball, but Connor Cody was in the way. Still pushing for this opening goal here. But Chelsea refuse to be broken down. Doucouré in the way there. Martinez can't battle with Ben White. Tyler Roberts could give this to a towel. It's into Daniel Marlon. Oh, his touch was decent, but Andreas Christensen did really well. Can Emerson challenge for that? No, and now Callum Hudson-Odoi is right in behind. This is dangerous. Please, please pick up your runners, lads. Oh, good save. And Malacia away. Oh, how dangerous was Callum Hudson-Odoi there? Sal battling, and that'll be our throw. It'll be their throw. Tyler Roberts going off. Jared Bowen coming on. And I've moved a towel central to where Tyler Roberts was in the cam spot. And Jared Bowen is now out wide. We'll see if Atal can do something for us centrally, perhaps, just as we kind of experiment and see how good he can be in a multitude of positions for us. Doucouré will find Renato Sanchez here. Jared Bowen is on his way, and that is a lovely ball by Renato, and it's beautifully brought down by Jared Bowen as well. And he's turned the defender too. Jared Bowen still going. Finds Alan Saint-Maximin, who also turns well. Alan, no, can't get the shot off. Atal, a little bit fancy, didn't need it. Renato, blocked again. And Kepa will deny us the corner. We've played so well again in this game. But for the umpteenth time in 3 games played in the league so far, struggling to find the back of the net. Keeper playing well against us. Alan Saint-Maximin's made a great run into the middle, and Kepa's in the way again. That's De La Cruz. Could go for the 1-2. Has done. Lays that back nicely. Reece James coming forward. Option to cross. No one's really racing to get in the box. I tell you what, Malacia is so good. Lost out there on that occasion, but he won it back brilliantly. Bakayoko. Reece James. Away by Ben White. Well done on this occasion. Good positioning and right choice of animation. Reece James. Oh, and away again. No, Ben White can't get there, and Joseph Martinez does. Oh, I just praised you, Ben. I just praised you for doing the right thing. Now, this might have been just the right weight of pass. He's tracking backwards, Ben White, and jumps backwards and doesn't get enough height on it. But oh, if he's going to miss that... Oh, come on. 2 goals of our 4 goals conceded this season have come from crosses where defenders arguably, specifically the Everton one, but arguably there too, should have cleared it away. Oh, God, that's infuriating. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section. Do you think Ben White should have cleared that ball? Jared Bowen is in behind here, and we could Oh, shoot, please, Jared. I've pressed the shoot button. Oh, Gordon Bennett, what have I got to do to score goals this season? I give up. A really, really frustrating start to the year in front of goal. We have had the opportunities. Marlon looks for a towel, but the pass is poor as he got tugged when he was playing the shot, or playing the pass. A 1-0 defeat at home. We've seen that before yesterday, haven't we? In a game where we dominated things in front of goal. Again. Woodwork hit again. Keepers making great saves again. And a 1-0 defeat at home. Again. Deary me. We cannot get the luck of the draw right now in front of goal. But again, the positives are there. We are playing really good football. We are creating chances. It just hasn't fallen our way so far. We are just unlucky right now. We're playing great football. It just won't happen. Hopefully, we can turn things around against Leicester and that will push us forward. Right, I need to add someone to this. Passing. Who can we add passing-wise? Probably a midfielder. Maybe Jack Clark. Maybe Jamie Shackleton. What's his short passing looking like now? 83. It's not necessarily amazing. Renato's is 89. In fact, what I might do is put Renato in there, but give him a shooting drill because his finishing isn't that high. Yeah, let's give him a shooting drill. I'll be quite happy with that. That was the passing one, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll call it the same, but we'll have Renato Sanchez training his shooting in there. And then I'll delete this one. Right, that'll be good. Right, fingers crossed then. Leicester will see us get 3 points for the first time this season. Leicester have had a poor start to the season themselves. Danny Ward in goal, 4-3-3 for them. Karsdorp, Retsos, Conti and Chilwell. Tielemans, Pratt and Yukusu. With Iosi Perez, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Noah Lang. Let's see if Yuri Tielemans is going to make us regret not signing him. I certainly hope not. Malacia down the line to Alain Saint-Maximin. Calvin Phillips is getting a start here for the first time this season. Hopefully he can have a positive game. Renato to Atal. Back to Renato. There's Tyler Roberts again. And Atal into Daniel Marlon. There's the acceleration. Oh! 3-star weak foot. Was very nearly good enough there. Oh, it took a deflection. It will be a corner then. It was good enough, that 3-star weak foot. Saint-Maximin with a delivery. And Calvert-Lewin actually won that. Kept that in there. Back to Calvin Phillips. There's Renato Sanchez on the far side of the box. Tomori. Atal's onside. And... am I going to get any luck in front of goal this season? Any at all? Calvert-Lewin flicks that header away again. Emerson will bring that back centrally. Tomori, Tyler Roberts into Calvin Phillips. And Daniel Marlon turns, but Conti gets a foot in. Well, on the first 4 games, or 3.25 games experience so far this season, no, I'm not going to get any luck in front of goal this year. Jesus Christ, I cannot get the ball to go into the back of the net with any sort of regularity whatsoever. Please leave me alone. Well done, Emerson. Oh, lovely ball by Dennis Pratt. Out to Ben Chilwell. Turns back on his right. Emerson did get something on that. Oh, hello. Calm down, lads. Tackle him. Emerson, come on. Give me that ball back. Oh, it's a lovely ball in. Who's that? It's a corner. Ben White does just enough. That was dangerous. Leicester going to take this short. Renato trying to close down Noah Lang, who's dropped the shoulder and turned well. Calvert-Lewin, do not let him get past you. Well done. And away. No, great clearance. Cheers then. I mean, he was stood right in front of me. It wasn't really much he could have done there. Tomori with a block. Well, oh, dearie me. Just get rid of it, please. Just get rid of it. They won't use that short runner. They never do. Corner towards the near post. Saint-Maximin away. Daniel Marlon is chasing that. No, it's Yusuf Fatal, but he can't get to it. Here's Yuri Tielemans. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, Yuri Tielemans will make me regret not signing him. I get no luck in front of goal at all so far this season, and Yuri Tielemans scores that. Goal of the season contender already, and we're not even out of August. That's disgusting from Yuri Tielemans. We've seen this before. One shot for my opposition, one goal for my opposition. This season has been ridiculous so far for the conversion rate of my opponents. Like, we've genuinely not experienced anything like this ever before. If my opponents at the moment have a shot on target, it's going in. I've not really got any counter to that other than a new goalkeeper to maybe help improve our ability to keep the ball out the back of the net. Because it's not like my opposition are creating a lot of chances. They're not. I don't think we've conceded more than... Well, actually, Southampton had one shot, scored one goal. Everton had 2 shots, scored 2 goals. Chelsea had 3 shots, 2 on target. So those 3 shots against Chelsea is the most that a team has created against me in 90 minutes. In fact, 3 against Chelsea, 2 against Everton, 1 against Southampton and Leicester. I created as many chances in just the Chelsea game as my opposition have in every game so far, and we've played 3.5, nearly 4. But I've got a point from those 3 and potentially 4 games so far. I've not experienced anything like that before in my FIFA career. I know the results aren't going our way thus far this season, but I don't think there's much blame that can be placed at the minute. It's just been ridiculously unlucky for us so far. That was meant for Tyler Roberts, but Atal will take it, look to turn, but can't get past Chilwell, and he was offside anyway. Buzzing. Half an hour to play, still 1-0 down. Chilwell. Inside to Yuri Tielemans. Here's Lang. Kuslu, Karsdorp, Calvert-Lewin. Oh no, how fortunate do they want to be? Someone send help. I was lost for words at the Tielemans goal. I'm lost for words at how unfortunate we're being in front of goal. And how lucky do they want to get again? 4 straight to Calvert-Lewin, who turns it home. I'm doing everything I can. I'm literally doing everything I can. I'm getting nothing in return. Leicester 2, Leeds 0. We are going to be maybe bottom of the table at the end of what has been our best transfer window, with certainly what is our strongest team so far in this save. Jamie Shackleton is just running straight forward and straight through. Why is it that 80 rated player gets the luck and the rub of the green, but my 85, 83, 84, 85 rated players don't get that luck? Shackleton was just gone and they don't come near him. Oh, you struggle to keep the whole handicapping idea out of your head. But when you play lower rated players and have better performances and get more luck, you wonder whether the game does it on purpose. My luck is so bad, I'm starting to get conspiracy theory syndrome. Yuri Tielemans into Yukushlu. Delivered towards the back post. Away by Emerson. Out for a throw to Leicester. 2 minutes to go. We are going to lose our 3rd game of the opening 4 of the season. Ben White just tried to fall into him there as an attempt to try and get to the ball. I am baffled with how this season has started. And I don't think any of you guys will have any answers either for the way that this season has started. Marlon will look there for a towel. Tried to play it in behind him with a powerful pass, and he played it straight to his feet anyway. I am, lost for words with how this season started so far. I don't think there's any other way to phrase it. I wasn't as creative in that game. So maybe that's the one defeat that I deserve. But the way that the goals came about, take nothing away from that Yuri Tielemans goal. That was outrageous. But I am getting zero luck. Absolutely zero. Renato Sanchez is capable of a bit more. Fair to say it was a tough match. I'm just going to say I'm not sure. Our performance was unacceptable. We couldn't play usual game. They were the better team. Perhaps they were the better team on this occasion, but there wasn't much between us. Oh, Jesus, 17th. We're not in the relegation zone yet. This is the year we want to definitely guarantee finishing in a top 4 spot. It's not been the best of starts, has it? But things will turn for us. I'm certain of it. So many sides starting the season with 100% or close to records as well. Genuinely, I've just got nothing to say with regards to how the season has started. There is nothing I can say. You guys have seen it. You've seen the luck we've had for and against. So far, on deadline day, to this point, Oyarzabal, Milinkovic, Savic and Grimaldo to Bayern are the 3 biggest dealings. Milinkovic, Savic 71.2, Grimaldo 63.3. It's been a very big transfer window so far, not just for us, but for a number of other sides as well. Alexander Lacazette sold at Arsenal there, as you can see. Any other massive deals to go through yet? That's taken a big jump. Let's have a quick look here. Nothing there yet. But we'll have a look through, of course, when we get to the end of deadline day to see what the biggest dealings throughout the window have been. We've been involved in some sizable dealings ourselves, both incoming and outgoing, with that Adama Traore deal being one of the biggest. And obviously paying £50 million for Donyell Marlon too. We've got Renato Sanchez and Atal at bargain prices as far as I'm concerned. Right, 421 spent on deadline day. Oh, Aymeric Laporte to Real Madrid is now the 3rd biggest deal of the window. There's been a lot to go through here. Bournemouth, Lopez and Guilherme, Younes and Sanchez. Sanchez to me, of course. Diego Carlos, Traore and Pavon. That's Adama, of course, in at Arsenal with Lacazette and Leno leaving. Brighton have signed 4 for 35.8 and sold 2. Burnley not doing much value-wise. Similarly, Cardiff. Chelsea, Fernandes and Milinkovic-Savic, 86.7 million made, or spent, sorry, with 103.3 made. Ings, Jorginho, Pulisic and Mariki. Kevin Trapp in at Crystal Palace in goal with Jordal there too. Connor Wickham going out. Everton, Hack and Watkins with Sigurdsson and Bruma going out. We've spent 150 million. We've made 110. And we're 16th or 17th in the league. Leicester haven't done much. Gomez and Karsdorp. Liverpool have signed Hermoso at centre-back with Henderson and Wilson leaving. City have brought no one in, but sold Gundogan and Aymeric Laporte. We'll see how much that affects their season. Mario Götze and Buta in at United with Rugani and Hamilton leaving. Newcastle have done a little bit. Forest have done a little bit. Ings back to Southampton from Liverpool. Frankowski and Mihailovic in there with Harrop leaving. Spurs, Ericsson leaving and White with Sumaro and Linda coming in. Lozano and Hamilton in at Watford. 3 going out there. West Ham have done quite a bit. Sigurdsson, Valin, Obafemi and Armstrong in. Allaire, Hugill and Felipe Anderson out. Wolves have signed 3 and sold 3. And that is transfer deadline day in the Premier League. Let's see what else we get. Oh, really? Now? Fuck's sake. I mean, they've offered £8 million. I shouldn't be able to accept or reject that because that's what his release clause is, but I'll accept it anyway. Please go to Leipzig, mate. That'd be great. Then we could still have some money to do something in January if we so wish. This transfer window then, the biggest dealings were Milinkovic-Savic to Chelsea, Oyarzabal to Barcelona, Laporte to Real Madrid, Grimaldo to Bayern, Pulisic to Barcelona as well. Big window for them. We saw, obviously, Arsenal do quite a bit of business. Traore was one of their biggest. Donyell Marlon was one of ours. Rugani went to PSG. Atal to us for 43. Ericsson went to Real Madrid for 41. Tomori to me as well, plus Danny Rose. Lacazette's gone to Juve. Nelson Semedo to Juve too. Hermoso to Liverpool, as we saw. Papu Alcacer to Valencia. Buta, that's Buta from Antwerp. I know nothing about him. For curiosity's purposes, I'll scout him. Ward-Prowse went to Inter, obviously. Pavon's come to Arsenal. Leno went to PSG. Nicolas Stark to Real Madrid. Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG. They've all spent a lot of money in this window, haven't they? Haller went to Leipzig. We signed Renato, obviously. Gundogan went to Napoli. Carvajal's gone to Leverkusen, as has Adnan Januzaj. Origi went to Leipzig. Hopefully they're going to buy Gazaniga off me too. Ollie Watkins has gone to Everton. Quincy Promes went to Sevilla. He's 31 now, Quincy Promes. Didn't realise he was quite that old. Jorginho to Milan. Ciro Immobile, who's been unreal in real life this season. 27 goals in 26 games in Serie A. Incredible. Felipe Anderson went to Bayern. Harry Wilson's gone to Napoli. Then Donker to AC Milan. Diego Carlos is 30 now and is at Arsenal. Anton to Atleti. Bjorn Engels to Real Madrid from Aston Villa. That's an odd one, but still Real Madrid spending yet more money. Bruma went to Lyon. We were interested in him, of course, but he moved on. Jordan Henderson has gone to Monaco. Bakambu to Ajax. And there you go. So we are 18th and in the relegation zone. Because, of course, we are. Jesus Christ. It's going to be a long season, this one. Because we're going to concentrate on league and cup football. You guys have asked me to make a considerable effort in FA Cup and League Cup areas today, this season as well. So I will do that. But let's say our season starts from tomorrow, shall we? Because Christ knows what's happened in those 2 episodes so far. You guys have seen the misfortune we've had in front of goal with the woodwork being hit multiple times and keepers making fingertip saves and blocks being made, and the misfortune we've had in front of goal as well, with defenders making mistakes out of my control, worldies from Yuri Tielemans, and rebounds falling straight to a striker to tuck home as well. It's just not gone our way so far, but things will change. They have to. It's all right.